Okay. All right, hello and welcome everybody. This is Lucy the Bold. I am in Tainted Grail. We are in the Sanctuary of Sarras. So I believe after last episode, we are at the point where we can finish up on this portion of the game. We got our man, so he's going to be, playing his song, I'm assuming on that pipe organ. And I wanted to give a shout out to everybody who's watched and stuff. We are doing live streams on Windrose, which is a brand new demo game. It's where you become a pirate of your own ship, and having lots of fun with that game. And it's got a lot of building mechanisms to it. It's kind of like Valheim meet Enshrouded on the Open Seas. So, really good game. I highly recommend it to anybody who wants it. So yeah, let's get started with this and see where we go tonight. Okay, so in the journal, underneath the quest, Melody of the Deep, okay, Apsy and Urkel have agreed to play the organ. I should return to the chapter house. That's where we are at. On the map, we are here. So let's go over here, talk to this guy.
Welcome, child of the surface. Everyone is ready to play. Thanks to you. But tell me, are you ready? From where you're headed, there is no return. You will go back to the surface. And we will face the consequences of what is decided in Lady Nimwe's chamber.
Lady Nimue, that's the person I was trying to think of last week, that we got to play as her. Then we also got to play as Merlin, and we got to play as Arthur. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and ask him what will happen
The
now.
melody of the organ will resonate through all of Sarras, carrying the promise of change. Its sound will awaken our captain, Lear, the one charged with Lady Nimwe's protection, the one who calls to you, and to him, within you.
Ah, okay. Yeah, you knew I wasn't alone, huh?
Child of the surface. I knew it was you. And you, King Arthur. You who, believing you doomed us, became the reason this realm was born. You who granted us both the grace and the curse of eternal life. All of this is your doing, Arthur.
Wow.
I would not presume to guess at Lady Nimwe's intentions, but I believe you will find the answers you seek, if you are willing to ask them yourself. This is why I gathered the remaining organists. You will learn in time. Perhaps we'll meet again. And when we do, I'll have your answer. But that depends on the choice you make in Lady Nimwe's chamber. I can't tell you more than what you'll learn from Apps and Ercol. I served under him when he was still in his prime, but I wasn't there for his downfall. All I know is that little remains of the Captain Lear I once knew. Nothing human, at least. One way or another, you'll have to face him. It's the only path to Lady Nimwe's chamber.
Okay.
Excellent. Gather, my brothers. It is time to awaken our captain. This sound. Sarras has not heard it since the day it was born. It will be glorious.
All right, awesome. Okay, let me get my hirelings up. There's nobody playing it. Oh, apparently I'm supposed to go through this door. Proceeding may make returning to Sarras impossible. Do you want to continue? Yes. Because we've spent multiple episodes in this area. I think we've done everything that we possibly can do. I'm just prepared in case if I have to fight. Cool. We can use the ballista. Wow. Tentacled monster of the deep. Oh, maybe we gotta use the ballista to open the door. Yep, we did. Wow, that's quite the ballista. Okay, there's ballistas over there, there's a ballista there, and I'm guessing there may even be one up there behind us. I don't know. I do have chat window open. The transparency cover does not show up on this game. I don't know why. I can only get it set to show up on the Enshrouded, so I'm really not sure. Let me check my chat log here real quick. I just want to make sure before we jump down below. Alright, and then make sure the Discord's up and running correctly. Okay. Pitch. Oh, I don't see a way. Sometimes you can live stream in Discord. I'm not seeing that option for Tainted Grail. Very interesting. Yeah. Can't spell. All right, here we go. Lots of ballistas hanging around. Oh, here he is. They keep pointing out all the ballistas.
Traitor, it was your command that doomed us to this fate. You were supposed to let us go. A traitor shielding another traitor. What difference does it make who gave the order? And what kind of king is he, who knows not what his servants do? I can feel that traitor stench upon you. And by the almighty Lord of the Seas, I swear, this day you
All right, it's gonna be a battle. Merlin sought to save Nimue at any cost. I am sorry that you all paid the
I
price.
despise your pity. I care nothing for what Merlin desired. If the will of the Lord of the Seas had bound us, I would hate him too. But I know this. Of all the great figures in Sarras history, he alone wished us well. Gladly I offer your souls to the glory of the Lord, and your flesh to the dwellers of this realm. No one is permitted to enter Lady Nimue's chambers. I swore to guard her, and I shall keep that oath. Know this, I command the full might of Sarras.
Oh, they are shooting at us too. Lear, Dead Man's Vow, Sword, Captain Lear's Revenge, Captain Lear's Tricorn, and Captain Lear's Cape. Very intriguing. There's actually somebody manning that ballista cannon up there. I'm assuming there'd have to be some way to get up there. And there's somebody manning that one too. Can I hit him? Yep. No, apparently it doesn't do any good. Okie dokie. All right. Seal bears solitude. Pretty cool. Gotta take a picture of this place, that's for certain. Add that picture to my live stream. That is really nice. Hello. This is the chat channel. Yeah. Oh, the card game. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, thank you for telling me. All right. Okay, dokie. I like the huge jellyfish. Those are quite awesome looking. And I'm assuming falling off is not advisable. It's pretty. Oh, this is going to be a little bit of his soul, too.
I've been wondering when you'd find your way here. Your presence has rippled through all of Sarras. Wave after wave after wave. It reminds me of something. Someone. From a long time ago.
Yeah. How did you know I was here?
I know all the comings and goings of Sarras. I am in every part of these depths. Swimming with the floatlings in the Foresword, gathering knowledge with the villagers of Tumbo, watching over Lear in his slumber, gazing into the endless dark of the sea. Tell me, what do you think of my little domain? Do you like it?
Wow. Yeah, I see, for me, I would probably say I find it rather unforgiving, but at the same time, it's more peaceful than on the surface, to some degree.
It is. All I've ever wanted was a peaceful place. To know how it feels. The quiet. The absence of fear. He gave me that. I should be grateful, yet it still feels like a betrayal.
Okay, have you been awake
Ever
all this
since I
time?
was sealed here, yes. I couldn't say how long it's been. Tell me, does the war still rage on? 600 years? Huh. It feels twice as long, to be honest. Still, if you're here, I suppose we won. Though I shudder to imagine the cost. At least the new children of Avalon don't have to live in fear. Tell me, how is life on the surface now?
Let's see here. The weirdness is back. The entire land is in a state of disarray. It's hard but bearable. The Red Death is here. Then we'll start with this one.
Gods. Nothing ever changes in that cursed place. I thought the Menhirs would hold at least one peril at bay. But perhaps nothing good can last there. My troubled youth, you mean? And what? Are you wondering if I regret it now? If I feel I'm paying for my stubbornness, my arrogance, getting drunk on my own power? I'm afraid the truth is less dramatic. I was tired. I'd lost hope. And I wanted no part in Merlin and Arthur's vile practices. They stole our future before our lives even had a chance to begin. At least his betrayal gave me time to rest, and to build something of my own. Something better than what we left on the surface.
I saw Merlin's memories too. Okay.
Save me? What do you mean?
According to him and Arthur, your fleet would never have reached the homelands. All of you would have died as soon as you left Avalon.
And because of that, he... Am I supposed to be grateful? Thank the great Merlin, wherever he is, for bestowing this honor on us. What kind of logic drove him to that? Everyone died anyway. Just because they didn't rest in peace doesn't mean they're living. I don't understand. If he knew that would happen, why didn't he tell me?
Let's see here. If he had told you the truth, would you have listened to him? I don't think logic drove him. He cared about you. At least they were at peace here. More than they ever were on Avalon.
No, I don't think I would have. I'd have thought it was a ploy to keep me here. But I wouldn't have left without finding out for myself whether the danger was real. I was young, not an idiot, and people were relying on me. I wouldn't have led them to certain death just to spite Merlin.
You really thought going back to the homelands was a good idea?
Gods, I'm tired of this argument, even after all these years. Merlin said I was too young, that I didn't know the world. And he was right. Of course I didn't. How could I? My world was burning, and I had no hope it would ever stop. I'd had enough suffering, and he wanted me to add to it by lending my power to his abhorrent ideas. He didn't care about the future, only about finding a way to win the war. Did he succeed in the long run? Or has history proven that I was right all along? Aren't you here because the world is on the brink of collapse? It's easy to judge with hindsight. I had no such luxury. History does love its circles, I see. Far be it from me to begrudge anyone wanting to leave these miserable shores, but You do know the fleet is bound to me, don't you? You're asking for my life. And for Sarras to fall.
Let's see here. You're right. I won't break the seal. Sarras doesn't deserve it. I will break the seal. I understand the consequences. You've been alive for a long time. Don't you want to die? I thought letting the people sail back to the homelands was your dream. Your people are children of ancient terror and undead predators. Well, let's start with, I thought letting people sail back to the homelands was your dream.
It was. The circumstances are different now. What happens on the surface matters little to me. I have my own domain to tend to. You don't pull your punches, do you? What I want doesn't really matter here. Sarras is bigger than me. But if you truly wish to know, I do not desire death. I'm at peace here already. Yet, I wouldn't mind it either. As you said, I've been alive for a long time. If it were only about me, I wouldn't care either way. But it isn't.
Oh, wow.
Perhaps. Yet this is their home. We are intertwined. Do you think Tumbo's thirst for knowledge came merely from proximity to the archive? Or that the creatures of the Ulcerate feel the need to prove themselves only because of their father? I am them, and they are me. They will survive. Most of them. But they will be untethered.
Okay, so this is what I was talking about. You know, your choices make a difference in how the game can continue or how it goes forward. You know, this game actually has like 12 different possibilities. So I can either leave her here like this, or I can break this seal. You know, so I'm curious. I think I will break the seal. Got somebody else chatting to me. Let me see what we got going on. Avalon's got talent. Hey, nice. All right. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna break the seal. Because I want to see what happens.
No, you don't. No one truly understands the consequences of their actions until they come back to haunt them. And they will, year after year. And I doubt you'll have hundreds of years to lay them to rest. You'll do what you want. I can't stop you. Perhaps your conscience will. If you have one.
Okay. Oh, now who's this?
You had the cheek to disturb my lady. But you see, she cannot leave this place. No. She must remain in the depths. Worry not, my beloved. No one will trouble us anymore. With you, I shall drown forever.
Okay, so we got another fight coming up.
My beloved, I'll get rid of anyone who troubles you.
Being set free into the vast sea was, at first, not easy for the denizens of Sarras. They struggled in a space that lacked the structure and order once kept by Nimue and the first crew. In time, however, they grew used to their newfound freedom and spread far and wide, slowly forgetting the place of their origin.
Cool, so I made the right choice. Nice. We'll let the credits run. I think these people deserve to have their recognition. Wow, so many countries involved in this. Oh. Okay. Where does this take me to? No. Okay, well, let's set up the bonfire. Cannot be placed in this space, cannot be placed in this area. I have no idea where I'm going. I thought I was heading back for the surface. It's very interesting that these guys are somewhat ethereal right at first. Which way to go? No, this doesn't really seem like the right place. Let's see if we can go up even higher. Here we go. Alright. Can we set up a campfire? Can that be placed in this area? Well, the only other thing to do is to go back down and then, I guess, swim. Oh, can't go any farther. What's this take me to? Ah, here we go. Ah, fast travel. Sure, stand in front of it. Okay, let's go back to the town. Alright, let's set up our fire. Nope. I said set up the fire.
Yes, since she was a little girl. Merlin took her in after she lost her parents. He told me she had immense potential, even at a very young age. She learned quickly, so Merlin always kept her close. Even when she barely reached my knee, I had the feeling she didn't like me. Do you seek absolution from me, or condemnation? I will give you neither, my friend. If Sarras taught me one thing, it is that we cannot foresee the full consequences of our choices. When I told
That's
Merlin
true.
to sink the fleet, I never imagined an entire realm would rise from it. Now it is gone, and the fleet is free once more. But what happens after is out of your hands. What's done is done. The only thing we can do is move forward. What else could I have done? She ignited a rebellion against her king, and in a time of war. Treason remains treason. The sentence would have been the same. I decided against a public execution, not only to keep her from becoming a martyr, but because I would not force my friend to watch me set a blade to the neck of the girl he called his daughter.
Interesting.
Yes, sailing for the homelands was madness. On that I will not waver. Yet the urge was born from her hatred of Avalon, what it took from her and what it was becoming. She judged that the foundations we were laying were rotten. And after all I have seen, I must admit she may not have been entirely wrong. I think she blamed me for Merlin's descent into increasingly questionable methods. She idolized him, and, like any daughter, wanted him to be without fault. It was easier to blame my influence than face the fact that Merlin had never been who she believed him to be.
Okie dokie. Let's see here. Really? I thought we would have gotten a King Soul piece. It's very interesting. Hmm. Okay. Looks like a good deal. Yep, I'm kind of sad. I really wanted to be able to put another point in to that. Okay. All right, let's take a look at what we have in the bag. Sir Tristan's helm. Okay, fighting with two weapons of the same type increases maximum stamina. Pretty nice. Nice. Okay. The Lover's Lament. Taking damage increases attack speed. Wish there was cosmetics in here, 'cause I'd wear it. It's cool looking. Okay, what was this? And I read that. Yeah, that's going to be a fun one to play with now. Alright, let's set it for rest. And let's sell some things.
Hello again. I've got everything you didn't know you needed.
Alright, sell some stuff. So that only works if your stamina is below 10%. Alright. Yeah, we want to get rid of that. Okay. Alright, that looks good.
What brings you this way?
Let's put this in here. Lots of crafting stuff. Okay. All right. Oh, come on. Stop doing that. All right. That looks good. Crafting. Wow, we're down to 166 pounds. Man. Okay. Let's arm the crashing wave. I think that'll work. Okay. Now, do I have any quest in this area? I killed Luth. I can't finish that one. I made it into Old Kanath. I wonder what lies ahead. Wow. Oh, yeah, we can definitely go back and turn in some more stuff. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll go back to the horns. Because I'm sure we have bounties and, you know. Oh, my horse.
Please, state your business. A fight to the death. It must be so exciting. Go chop off some heads.
All right, and then we should have some tags to turn in.
need something.
No, apparently not. Okay. We'll go back into here and then we'll look and see where we need to portal to. All right, journal, quest.
Help a soul out on your journey, will you?
If I just stay put, everything will be okay.
What do you want?
Oh, let's see here.
Who told you that? I've never paid a single... However, there is some truth to what you've heard. You see, it's hard to keep the men's morale up in these uncertain times. It's really no wonder that every once in a while, some of them try to desert. Still, this is the military. Desertion is unacceptable and will always be punishable by death. Camelot especially insists on nipping that problem in the bud. So if you do take care of the deserters, you can be sure you'll be rewarded. Asgard will pay out bounties for each and every scalp you manage to bring him. Anything else? Me? There's not much I can do right now. I have to stay in Cunnock with my men until we get the locals to consider moving to Camelot. But if someone were willing to handle them in whatever way they saw fit, as long as they stop being a threat to my men and the people here, they'd have my thanks. But all this should stay between us and on the down low.
Well, let's see here.
Excellent. If you need anything, you know where to find me. Yes, on my orders. Firkett needs to give me an explanation for a very unfortunate accident in which innocent soldiers were hurt. One of our warehouses burned down. The one where we kept all of Firkett's inventions. My men, they say Firkett is a madman. He's a local inventor. There was a time, but now, since you're already... Firkett refused, but you can ask, do whatever you... Hear the order. As soon as you...
All right.
The seal looks good. I'm glad Firkett's... Let's move out, boys.
I could have sworn that I had already done this with this character. Just go around.
Who are... First, I'm not... Oh, they... Do you know? No wonder... it also amplifies the power of weirdfires. So, tell me, don't you think it's marvelous? But, as you can see... Exactly. All I want. You. Thank you. I think we could all. Goodbye. It was not.
Okay. Should be able to get upstairs. Yep.
I'm an outcast. Exile. If I just stay put, everything will be okay.
Okay.
What's happening? That's a serious act. I'll be honest with you. Fine. Here. Tell Ferket of my...
Good Lord.
And? What's our situation? What did Denholm say? Oh, so does this mean Camelot still has a working brain among its ranks? Incredible. Very well. A deal is a deal. I'll begin production of weird candles, and you've done well. In return, I'll offer you a discount on my products and allow you to use my house. Feel free to cook and sleep there whenever you like. I rarely indulge in those distractions. But remember, never, ever interrupt my work.
How are you supposed to cook inside of his home?
Haven't seen your... I'd rather not... Excellent.
Okay. So,
No, I keep the... Trouble is, I can't you... Most of... Once... Legate Den... Lord... I have no idea. I'll await your...
okay, let's go take a look. Hmm. Let's see here. The Stone Wardens. For some reason, I want to say that I've done it. Oh, yes. Yep, we gotta finish that.
Have some spare food or coin? Anything else?
Excuse me.
Bayor is still wet behind the ears.
Oh, come
His heart
on.
is barely beating. Until I'm sure he can handle things, I can't leave him on his own.
That is a crock.
You're just in time. The forge is ready.
His family, our Lord, Yvain, who knows, though if they took a... Ah, damn, nobody came back. She would chat with... They took... That's all I can tell. You... What? How? How is this possible? I can't believe this. My Katrin, do you still have the letter? Please tell me you didn't throw it away. A boy. My little boy. She mentioned once that she liked the name Llewellyn. It made me laugh. It sounded so poetic, not really fitting for a blacksmith's son. I always wanted a son. Maybe that's why I've grown so fond of Baal. I thank you. I'm guessing the circumstances in which you got this letter must have been difficult. If everyone here were as brave as you, our Kuhnhacht would have a chance to weather the end of the world. Here, take this. I have no use for it anymore. I wanted to bury it with Katrin if I ever found her body. That's all I can do for you, and for her.
Okay, Ring of Health.
Why? This letter doesn't change anything. Years ago, I swore I wouldn't utter a single good word about those red vermin, and I'm not going to change my mind on that anytime soon. If anything, it has assured me that I am right. Baal is still wet behind the ear.
All right. Let's see here. Where's the other person? Right there. Alright. So she won't do anything either. Alright, let's head to what's his name's place. Because he's going to have to go on his journey by himself.
If I just stay put, everything will be just fine.
What news? The people I told you about. Have any of them agreed to join me on the quest for the Holy Grail?
Only one.
I expected as much. One person is still better than none. At the very least, I'll have someone to talk to. It will make the journey easier. Still, I must admit, it only proves how little respect I command as ruler. If 2 out of 3 refuse to join a holy mission simply because it's me leading it, well, it does make one think. You've done me a great favor, so allow me to repay you. Before I depart, know this. You brought change to Connacht and earned my deepest gratitude. Let my repayment be the blessing my lineage received from King Arthur himself.
Okay.
Be the shield that watches over Connacht, as House Terion has done for generations.
Okay.
I am his oath, the weight of duty that shields the faithful. I am the wall between order and ruin.
Okay. Let's see here.
You can't just allow for things like that to happen.
Not ever again. Not when the kingdom is beginning to find its way. You're the king, and that comes with a whole lot more responsibility. You can't let people like Merlin do what they want, even if their intentions are pure. You must see the danger now!
The memory of Seawall is my burden. Harder to bear than I'd like to admit. But I've realized that his story is what happens when power answers to no one.
Then do something so that a tragedy like that never happens again!
Palamedes, you've always spoken your mind, even when I didn't want to hear it. You've stood beside me through the darkest days and fought not for glory, but for Avalon and its people.
I have done only what I believe was right, nothing more.
Yes, and that made me realize that Merlin was wrong. The legacy I leave won't endure through the legend of a single man, whether it's me or anyone else. I decided to give my sword to the Horns of the South, to bind them not to me, but to the people. But Avalon needs more than that. It needs structures, memory, and resistance to corruption. It needs the foundation of something greater than any one of us.
A shield.
Just to wield, but to become. Let your bloodline anchor what my reign could not.
And you believe I am worthy of such a responsibility? I will not fail you, my king.
Don't carry this burden for me, Palamedes. You never have. Carry it for Avalon. And may your name be a blessing upon this land for generations to come.
Alrighty. We'll go down here to the fire. This one always stays lit.
It is a bold decision, and I am glad he finally made it. It was wise of him to invoke the old laws. Camelot will not dare to break them, and the men here will remain in Kuanacht. At least until the lives of its people are in immediate danger. It's an ancient law I established myself. It is good that he is not going alone. I honor the courage of those who follow him, although none of us can say if they will return. Even if Yvain does not return, his actions will be remembered. Of that, I am certain.
Alright, let's get a point. You create another blast of energy when the King's Soul ends. Enemies take the amount of damage you have dealt to them when using King's Soul. Once again after it ends. When using King's Soul, a weird shield collects 10% of the damage dealt to you. When King's Soul ends, you gain mana shield equal to accumulated damage for 30 seconds. In this one, you receive 50% less damage. That seems like a good one. Finishers restore 400% more of the King's Soul. Yeah, let's go with that. Alright, so we are done with that. So now we can move on to the next area, because I'm curious.
Now I understand. The shield isn't an object. It's the bloodline itself. But I also remember. The shield was meant to resist. Not enemies, not blades, but corruption, compromise, cowardice. Palamedes understood that. Nothing I've seen here reminds me of him. Nothing resembles the kingdom we were trying to build. Lord Yvain, a joke of a man. A mere shadow of his ancestor. Not worthy of his title, nor of leading his people. I tried to build something lasting. Something that wouldn't depend on me to survive. I distributed power, tied it to oaths, not blood. Gave regions autonomy, left behind symbols to bind them. But what we've seen so far, that's not a kingdom. That's theater. People playing at being lords and commanders, taking on roles they don't even understand.
Let's see here. Wow, lots of choices this time.
Well, my friend, they still call me the once and future king. Still hold feasts in my name. Feasts won't save them, but action might. We've wasted enough time. Let's move to the Forlorn Swords and find my crown. Let's make me whole. It's the last hope for this wretched kingdom of ruin.
Alright, sounds like a plan. Really?
Stay quiet, stay safe. Just passing through? Good.
Are you sure you want to do this? You can still back out. Camelot will surely forgive you for this insubordination.
I have never been more certain of anything in my life. This is the only way.
Fine. Do as you will. Look who woke up. You're a bit late, though. You missed the show. Our Lord gave a rousing speech to his subjects explaining why he's going to leave them in these dire times. I'll leave you two. I need to start cleaning up the mess you made, Yvain. And before I forget, some shady-looking character was looking for you. Didn't tell me his name, but said you're old friends. Said he'll wait nearby.
Greetings, friend of our house. What may I do for you today?
Let's see here.
Really? I hope he supports my decision to embark on the quest for the Holy Grail. Although, in truth, it doesn't really matter. I made my decision, and I'll stand by it. Whether my noble ancestor approves or not. Well, and now you are the shield of my people. I trust you will ensure that his blessing is not squandered. House Terion ends with me. Lady Maeve was never granted the chance to give me an heir. and I couldn't bring myself to take another wife or continue the lineage while the world I knew crumbled around me. But your words are kind. The story of my family began in glory, and in glory it will end.
Okay.
I cannot say for certain, but I have faith that Anselm will manage. Truth be told, he's been the one keeping things in order for quite some time now. Since Maeve's passing, I've been all too aware of how much I've neglected my responsibilities. Camelot will keep the peace in my stead, and I can only hope that the people of Connacht will come to trust Denholm and his men. We may not agree on every matter, but I cannot deny Denholm's honor. When I return, it will have to be enough. So, I thank you once more. House Terrion is... no, wait. I am personally deeply indebted to you. Because of your efforts, my family has the chance to reclaim the glory it once knew.
All right.
As soon as the necessary preparations are complete. With any luck, it won't take much longer. Anselm will assume my duties in my absence. He is my most trusted man, and he is respected by the people. For now, he's assisting me in gathering supplies. I do not know when or if I will return. Connacht and its people must be ready for either eventuality. Farewell.
Okay, let's see here. Ah, here we go. Good old Hob.
Isn't this a sight? Gardens, the open sky, and a bit of quiet. Makes you think the world's not so bad after all. Neither did I, to tell the truth. One moment I'm by the sea listening to the waves. Next, poof, I'm here. Like the wind picked me up and set me down where it pleased. Aye, it's been happening for as long as I can remember. Thought it was some druid's prank when it started. One of their spells gone awry. I even asked a crow once if it had anything to do with it. Got no answer, of course. But if this is the way of things, who am I to complain? I get to see the stars from all sorts of places. And the best part? I never have to worry about where to go next.
Still makes me smile thinking that Hobbs is Arthur.
Not in the slightest. The world's a big, messy place, my friend. If the winds of fate decided to carry me themselves, who am I to argue? I'll make the most of it, wherever I land. And look at this. Landed me in a fine garden, with fine company. Fate must think highly of me, eh? Not much, I'm afraid. But I've heard it's a lovely place. Good folk, strong traditions. They've got a treasure here, you know. A shield given to Palamedes of House Tarion by King Arthur himself. Quite the tale, that one. Someday I'd like to see it with my own eyes. Imagine the history in that. Something touched by the old king, still standing proud. Now that's worth a trip, wouldn't you say? Safe travels, child. May fate be on your side.
All right.
I wasn't expecting company.
Oh, and good old Caradoc.
Well, well, look at you. Moving along nicely, aren't we? You're piecing him back together faster than I expected. We're getting closer to the end. And since you've proven yourself so capable, maybe it's time. You should have enough power now to enter his mansion. Here,
Oh?
go to this place and see if the door opens for you.
Oh.
No. If you want to know the truth about the man pulling the strings, it's time you took a look behind the curtain. It's the house of someone I once called my employer, Orin. The same one whose plans got you out of the island asylum.
Okay.
I don't know. We stopped seeing eye to eye on certain things, and our relationship soured. No, not really. There's one last piece of Arthur's soul waiting for you. The third artifact. His crown, this time. You'll find it deep in the Forlorn Swords, in the capital city of Dalriata. Meet with Gerfan. He'll either attack you on sight, or explain everything patiently, depending on how he feels about... Oh, you'll see for yourself. How would I know? I'd say going into Dalriata territory is a surprise all on its own. But don't worry, they've got bigger problems at the moment than you sneaking off with their sacred helmet. Once you're done, meet me at the Charred Conclave. That's where we'll finish this, one way or another.
Eyes forward and mind your step.
Alright, the hidden hand. His old tower. Yes, you did. Okay, let's see here. Looks like if we go there, just up the road.
Stay out of my way.
No love lost there.
Stay sharp. You'll pay for that insult. I'll teach you to respect me.
Okay. Now, where am I going? Oh, to that thing. Which was never there before. Cool.
Greetings, my king. If you're seeing this message, it means Caradoc has fulfilled his task, and the wheel of destiny has begun to turn. I am Orin, your majesty's devoted servant, and the apprentice of your friend Merlin. Nothing would bring me greater joy than meeting you face to face. Alas, that must wait, for our paths have yet to cross, though I hope it will be soon. In the meantime, please treat my home as your own. Make yourself comfortable. Rest from your hardships, and seek the knowledge you acquire. And you, brave vessel, remember to heed your lord, King Arthur, now and always.
Okie dokie. Get off of him. Thank you. Alright, Orange Journal. Sweet. All these books just floating around. Man. Alright, letter. Okay, what? Ah, there it is. All kinds of little things in here. Did I go into this room? So it's the kitchen. This is definitely a loot palooza. All right. Tight little cross space. The heck is that? Oh, well, Kingy is dead. Okay. Alright, now there was another place back here, I believe.
My king, I understand that what Merlin and I have done was against the laws of nature. You know how many brave knights gave their lives so we could find a way to bring you back. But their sacrifice was not in vain. With you here, Avalon has a chance to become a true paradise. And now, I believe I've found the way to make it happen. This looks like where they experimented on people to try to make them immortal. Hobbs. Again.
Hello. It's a beautiful day, don't you think? I don't know any Arthur. It's just me, Hob. I'm not really sure why I'm here. I only sat down because this chair looked very comfortable. But between you and me, it's not. I preferred the sand on the beach. It was much softer. That's possible. I exist. I often find myself in different places, not knowing how I got there. But most of the time, I'm happy. I enjoy this world and the people in it. That's the big question, isn't it? If I had an answer, I'd tell you. But truth be told, I don't. It feels like the world has its own plans for me. And maybe for you too. One moment I'm by the sea or in a beautiful garden, and the next I'm here, chatting with you underground. Like I'm being nudged along by something bigger. Some curse, maybe. I've always wondered about that. Maybe it's not about me. Maybe it's about the people I meet. If I'm part of some bigger story, I don't need to know the ending. And you, my friend, what chapter are you on? Perhaps we're in the same one for a reason. Oh, just a thought. Maybe I crossed the wrong person or path a long time ago. And now I'm here, there, and everywhere in between. But you know what? It doesn't bother me. Every place I land has its own charm. I meet people, share a story or...
Oh, let's see here.
Not much, I'm afraid. But all these books, I'd wager it belonged to some kind of scholar. Someone who spent their life chasing knowledge and ideas. Impressive, isn't it? I might even try to read one before fate decides to whisk me off somewhere else. Knowing my luck, I'll only get halfway through. Well, that's true. If I were you, I'd take a moment. Farewell. And if fate tosses us together again, I'll have a story or two waiting.
All right. All right, and I think... Oh, yep, we gotta go upstairs here. Oh, there's even bodies over there up above. Huh. Oh, hey, I can walk in the bookshelf. Okay, well, I think, yeah, that's Hob. Huh? Alright, what the heck did this? Oh, hey. There he is. Fire! I got you, big dude. You are no match for me. Not at this level. I knew something was up when I seen all those spirits. Yep, just die. Die for me. Just a few. Yeah. All right. Oh, we gotta set up a bonfire. I guess we'll just stand right over here. This is as good a place as any.
I'm not ready to answer that question. And I sense the final decision won't be mine to make. You're more important than you think. And our fates are bound together to the very end. In the end, Orin's opinion may not even matter. Honestly, I had hoped his discoveries might help me recover some of my lost memories. Sadly, they did not. I remember what Merlin and I chose to do. I simply thought I could reconstruct the reasoning behind our decision. But it seems even Orin wasn't certain of that. I regret that Merlin didn't share his thoughts and decisions with his apprentices. They might have helped us now, on this journey. He might have been, but I don't recall us ever meeting in person. Merlin had many apprentices, and Nimue was the most gifted among them. But even she never spoke in my presence. It is possible Merlin forbade his students from speaking to me. Though why he would do such a thing, I cannot say. But Orin seems devoted to a cause he believes in. It's a refreshing perspective, and unlike any we've seen so far.
Okay. All right. Got that, we got that. Now, let's see here. Oh. Don't have anything more on the map except for that. So we'll go back here to the city, and then I think we'll call it good for the evening. So I hope you enjoyed. Please hit like, please hit subscribe. I will see you next Wednesday evening, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we'll move into the Foresword area. So things definitely were happening this time through for me than what it did the first time I went through. So yeah, that was very intriguing, and so it's worthwhile to keep your character after you create them if you finish the game and then play through again. It's like you get to pick up different tidbits here and there. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Thank you very much.